We're Jordan and Emily. We spent the last 3 years saving as much as we could with the mission to spend it all on seeing the world. We've been travelling for 138 days so far and have made quite the dent in our savings. So today we're trying to stick to our budget while we explore beautiful Bratislava, Slovakia, a country we thought we'd never been to before.
Yesterday, we got a Flixbus from Krakow down to Bratislava and spent the rest of the day behind our computers researching what there is to see. Turns out there's a lot to see. We don't have a car though, so we've put an itinerary together that's going to take us to all the main sites in one day. In the interest of saving money, we ended up staying quite far away from the city. First thing we need to do is catch a tram all the way into the city.
The only thing I know for sure about Slovakia, or Bratislava more specifically, is that there's a blue church we should get to see at some point today, and a traditional food is fried cheese.
So wait, it's fried cheese on French fries?
Yeah, and that's traditional food.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, my arm's so sore.
Exit for the city centre and the tourist information.
So we got on the tram, we were hoping at the station there would have been like a place to buy your tickets, and since there wasn't one at the station we thought that there'd be one on board. We pressed the buttons a bunch, it didn't seem to work, it didn't take our card. I think you have to have a ticket before you hop on, but we couldn't buy one at our stop, so we may or may not have had a ticket. Whoops! After that stressful tram trip, I think we deserve a nice coffee. Yeah. Don't judge us. Since leaving Italy, we've kind of given up on trying to find good coffee because they're hit and miss. So we've come to one place where we know it's going to taste like Macca's. Also, they do bagels for breakfast here, so we may or may not have gotten them as well. Should we have gone somewhere more local and more traditional? Yeah. Did we make a bad decision? Yeah. Will we make it again? Yeah. Welcome to St. Michael's Gate, which is under construction.
This was stop number 1.
Yeah.
In medieval times, this whole town was fortified by 2 massive walls, and there were 4 massive gates at each corner. This was the smallest of the gates and the only one that's still standing, but we don't get to see it. Apparently it was the least used one. It was pretty much only used by the local fishermen to go in and out. The gate does lead through right down into the centre of the old town, but we're going to get there later because right now we want to go to the Bratislava Castle, which is one of the main attractions here in Bratislava.
I can't believe that's like yet another thing or place that's under construction.
Yeah.
It seems to be very popular to do some construction during summer.
2023 is going to be awesome.
Oh wait. I'm so good at directions. It's crazy. I wish instead of Macca's we would have brought a picnic up here and had it with this amazing view. It's such a cool little area. There's like all different seating options. There's bench seats so you can look out over the view, but they also have these like picnic style seats. And look at these gorgeous trees. How much better would that have been than McDonald's?
And probably a lot cheaper too.
This is Bratislava Castle. I think we can go in because nowadays it's actually a museum, but it is huge. There is something beautiful about the white walls, the red roof set against the blue of the sky and the green of all the trees. One weird thing we've noticed, all of these statues don't have heads. So they have a hat on, but it's just like a stick and then a hat. And it looks really weird. I guess these days the interior courtyard of the castle is used for Shakespeare plays. Probably other stuff as well, but at the moment it's Shakespeare plays. Bratislava Castle was awesome. There's something about castles that gets both of us like really excited. I think it's because Australia doesn't have them, so it seems so foreign and historic and exciting. But now we're gonna walk all the way down over here somewhere to go back to the old town. There is not a cloud in the sky. It looks so fake, doesn't it? It looks like, do you remember Microsoft Paint? And you used to like drag the color to fill in a background. That's what it looks like. Old Town is so freaking cute with all of these beautiful buildings. It kind of reminds me of Poland because they're all like colourful, but they also have these really cute city tours, which I think is what this map is about. And you go in these weird carts.
Really big attraction, not really sure why. The little statue in the sewer there is called Cecil. I probably am pronouncing that wrong, but it starts with a C. Don't know why it was built, but apparently it was meant to show a lazy communist worker who was taking a break from work and looking up girls' skirts. And the legend is that if you rub his head and make a wish, as long as you don't tell anyone ever, that wish is supposed to come true. So we're like racking up the wishes on this trip, which is great. Make sure you bring water in, because this was €2 in the centre of town. A lot. And a beer's €1 for half litre sometimes, so.
We've just had a realisation that we may have been to Slovakia before. We did a top deck in 2017, I think it was, and that was obviously really quick paced. So I have a feeling if we did come here, it was just for a few hours on the drive to somewhere else. And it's just left our brains. Yeah, so we've been here before. How do we not remember that we've been to this country before? Like, because all we have is 6 or something photos to look back on that you never look back on, really. But making videos, it's such a good way to remember this time in our lives. And now, hopefully, we won't forget. We have been to Bratislava twice. It just blows my mind that we could forget something like that. Like, top decks are amazing, but because you move so quickly, I guess that's what happens, you forget countries.
So maybe we don't remember last time we were here because we didn't go to some of the main sites, definitely didn't go to the castle, and we didn't go to the Blue Church, which is where we're going to now. First, we're going to stop off and get some traditional food though.
Fried cheese! I'm so excited, I can't believe that this is traditional food. Because this is a traditional place, the menu's obviously not in English, which we love. Luckily, we downloaded Slovak on Google Translate, so I can translate it on my phone. I don't know what people did before this. Like, you just have to talk and hope someone here spoke English. The fried cheese. I don't know how you say it, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the schnitzel. So ordering was a bit tricky, which is what we expect when you get to come to a traditional place, and it's kind of why we love coming to traditional places. Apparently we're getting a chicken soup because it's part of the menu. I don't know what that means, but we get to try chicken soup, so that's nice.
I'm not a soup guy. I don't really eat soup very often. It's actually really nice.
Yeah. Wow. Fried cheese and chips. My mouth's watering. It came out so quick here. The service is awesome. Oh, hot. It's as amazing as you expect it to be. It is so hot and fresh out of the kitchen, but it is so salty and delicious, and the outside is so crispy and hot. And of course, fries. Oh, hot! Oh. That pork is so tender. Again, the coating that they've got on that is so salty and crispy. It's amazing. And that is a cold potato salad, which is beautifully creamy and has all these herbs in it. Really good. Traditional Slovakian food, who knew?
That was delicious and filling, really filling. Now we finally get to see the thing that we knew about Bratislava before we got here, even though this is the second time we've been here.
How cool is that? It's so striking, like the blue and the white contrast, and then all the curved walls. Really cool. Tried to go inside of the blue church, but it's closed at the moment. The inside is just as blue as the outside though. Apparently there's no significance to the blue. I thought there would be a reason behind it. Not that I could find. So Jordan's just calculating how much we've spent today, which is something we do like to do because obviously we're trying to stick to a budget, because once our money runs out, that's it.
The budget and the financing of the whole trip is something we think about 24/7, so we wanted to be more transparent with it.
And it's just something we think about so often. We want to remember where we were at each point in the country and how much that country costs and all of that stuff, because it really does interest us.
So at the end of each video, we're going to roll down how much money we've spent and show you exactly what is left. The goal is just to see as much as possible before that number hits zero.